And welcome to Platt Arena. I'm Andrew Weisheit, joined here with
Drew Bowles, your color commentator.
And we are going to have a great contest here as the number 6 Mount Vernon Cougars take on your Huntington Foresters here at Platt Arena. So tonight, we really have talked about the previous contest on December 1st, 75-51. HU really wasn't in the ball game from the very start. What's got to change tonight?
I think it's really just got to, the Foresters really just have to hit the 3 tonight. I was looking at last game, and they really were not hitting the 3 at all. So
yeah, most certainly, obviously, in that game. Forster shot about 30% from three-point land, but the other night at Upland, Indiana, Taylor University really caught the hammer from HU, making 18 of 31 attempts. Truly were sharpshooters, and obviously, we've talked about the lineup's been kind of moving ebbs and flows, and James Gardner, 20 minutes, 4 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds, and I know he didn't have any points, but he had 3 assists, so he is becoming very effective on the offensive end in 20 minutes. I mean, for a bench player, that's a lot of trust in Coach Platt to have in him, and tonight, we're really just going to have to see how Coach Platt's going to use all his players. We have a lot of talent, and obviously, when you're facing the number 6 team in the nation, it truly is going to be a tough task, obviously. Javion Knox averaging 19, almost 20 points per game, nearly 20 points. I'm looking at it now, 19.7. He truly is a true offensive powerhouse, and obviously, they have 2 7-footers. So obviously, Caleb Middlesworth's going to have to be on key. I mean, what do you think? Obviously, Caleb Middlesworth's a freshman, but we've seen what he can do. What do you think Caleb can really do to separate himself from these 2 7-footers?
I think he's really just got to be aggressive in the paint. He's really just got to put his, he's really just got to be on the line and be in that block and ready to shoot the ball.
Yeah, most definitely. And I really think another thing is him getting to the free throw line. He is a great shooter from three-point land and has a great form. So his free throw, free throw percent is really above 80% on most nights. And I mean, if he can force these guys into foul trouble and force them off the court, I feel like HU's going to have a better chance than they did in December. Because truly, obviously, the girls obviously winning a great game. If you caught this here before, Maddie Reeker hitting that deep 3. The vibe in Platt Arena is very high. Obviously, we're thankful enough to have Pink out tonight. So supporting breast cancer survivors, and we are great to have so many of the survivors here with us tonight. It truly is a blessing to have them still with us. And just all the hands, and obviously we donated $2,019 to Vera Bradley and their research development, which is really going to be good. So I'm really excited, and I think we're going to have a great contest here tonight.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to cut to commercial.
What does it mean to impact your community? As a broadcast media major at Huntington University, you'll explore that question and uncover the heart of storytelling. Tell real-life stories of the world around you from day one and uncover why it matters to the campus, community, and beyond. It could be in our live TV studio through our award-winning newscast, broadcasting home athletic events, or running HU's very own radio station. You'll have the opportunity to use industry-standard equipment from 4K cameras to instant replay to better prepare you for a future career. In addition to foundational courses, you'll have the chance to specialize in church media, corporate media, news, or marketing and sales. Or spend your last summer interning in one of America's largest cities, Phoenix, Arizona. In this one-of-a-kind opportunity, you'll have a home base at Huntington University's Arizona Center for Digital Media as you launch into professional opportunities catered toward your area of interest and enjoy the sunshine in the process. Your professional network begins as soon as you become a Forester. Broadcast media majors at HU have a long-standing history of success in the job market. You'll be connected with alumni who have gone before you, not to mention all of your professors have industry experience. You've been given a gift. Why not use it to impact your world for Christ? Huntington University Broadcast Media. Real life stories, real world experiences. Impact your community.
I am Dr. Fred Miller. I am the Department Chair of Kinesiology and also an exercise science professor at Huntington University. Huntington University is unique as far as they get a lot of one-on-one attention from the professor. Helping them learn the information or helping them administer a test, whereas some universities, you don't get that one-on-one from the professors. One of our themes focuses on being a Christian and trying to be a good role model for others. We're here, we really care about the student and want to see that student succeed, not just preparing them for their future career, but also we want to prepare them to be a servant for God. Huntington University, we have a lot of equipment that students will get an opportunity to use and experience. Some of the equipment we have include a bod pod, which is very famous. We also have other interesting equipment that students will get to use. That equipment include a VO2 Max.
And welcome back to Platt Arena. We're getting ready to have some starting lineups here. And for the visitors from Mount Vernon University. Jevion Knox will start off at guard, number 4, sophomore. Jacob Paul, another guard, wearing number 10, a junior guard. Number 15, Austin Jones, a power forward junior. And Brent Viperman, a senior. Number 20, and number 22, a guard, Jermaine Roberts, a senior. Clearly, the last two, Viperman and Roberts, truly are effective down low.
And for the Foresters, we have number 0 guard, Peyton West, freshman. Sophomore guard, Zach Owens, number 1. Junior guard, Connor Platt, number 3. And a freshman forward, number 4, Caleb Middleton. Tyler Aaron, senior forward, number 44. It's been a great contest today.
Yeah, really. Obviously, you're always blessed when you can have the number 16 coming to your place. You're 15 and 10. We talked, me and Noah Tobias really talked about it at length. The men's and women's team for Huntington really control their own destiny. The men, 15 and 10. Mount Vernon, 21 and 4. When you have the number 16 coming to your building, you can build some momentum. We talked about, we're running out of games. We got 5 games left in the regular season. If you can start this off, we got IWU in a little bit. We got Bethel at the end of the season. I mean, we're going to see 3 ranked opponents and 5 games. So we have 19 and 10 or 19 and 11. That could get you in and out large. Obviously, we talked about how to get in the tournament. You got the automatic bids from winning your conference title or the conference tournament, depending on if you have a conference tournament, or if you can just win one of the top 25 at-large bids. Obviously, there's opportunities for the Foresters to do so at both ends of the court, and I really think that if they can just play some solid basketball, they're going to have the opportunities to beat great teams, and they're going to earn the votes. Obviously, we saw them bouncing around near 27-28 earlier when they got on a nice win streak. They start a win streak, it starts today here with Mount Vernon Cougars. And I know Mount Vernon knows that as well, and obviously you're going to talk about them a little bit.
Yeah, and going back to that 16 seed, let alone a 16 seed in the building, but a conference opponent.
Yeah, clearly, when you get a top 10 opponent coming in, you know you got to play your best, and obviously I know these men are prepared. They had a great game earlier at Taylor, 18 of 31 from downtown for 58%.
Yeah.
That's unheard of. I'm telling you, I watched it on TV because Taylor University with a great sports broadcast for the university, but truly, some great basketball was played that night, and obviously Huntington got up by nearly 18 points multiple times, but Taylor didn't back down, and they made their own plenty of three-pointers, making like 15. Yeah. It was insane, back and forth, and I feel like we could have a back-and-forth contest here, as we're going to have Tyler Aaron set to take the tip with number 15, Austin Jones from Mount Vernon. And we're off here. Caleb Middleworth controls the ball. Peyton West will be a preliminary point guard for HU. Zach Owens taking out. Zach Owens truly has become an offensive powerhouse for the HU Forester. When he goes, the offense goes, and everything goes right for the Foresters.
That's going to be great to have him for another 2 years, too.
Tyler Aaron with a nice little baby hook there over Jones, just unable to connect. Mount Vernon is very likely to press and move the ball up quickly. Obviously, we saw there to start the game.
Yeah.
Jacob Paul, preliminary point guard for Mount Vernon. Swinging it around the horn. There's Knox and back to Knox. We talked about him scoring nearly 20 points per game. His first shot is up, and off the mark it is. Tyler Aaron with a great first rebound. Really going to be a big point to make sure there's no offensive rebounds. When you've got a top 10 team in your building, you can't give up easy stuff. And offensive rebounds and putbacks, you got to limit those as much as you can. Connor Pratt with a great move there off to Peyton West. Peyton West up. His 3 is up, and it is good. Peyton West connects, and that's a big thing because Peyton West isn't really known for his shooting. He's known for his speed and quickness and defensive ability, and he's already showing some offense here. As we see a T-shirt toss out there to the fans, every three-point basket gives the T-shirt toss to HU students. And Jones connects on his own first field goal attempt. A three-pointer. Defense is really going to have to extend out. Obviously, Mount Vernon really, they're a sharp-shooting team. Obviously, they're 21 and 4. They do a lot right.
Oh, yeah.
Zach Owens over to Connor Platt. Nice screen and roll between Connor Platt and Tyler Aarons. Oh, Tyler Aarons with a nice switch off.
And I think the three-point is going to be really key for both teams. I mean, Huntington's number 4, and then the Cougars are number 7.
Yeah, truly both are shooting at a high level. Obviously, we've seen them already 2 for 2. But definitely we'll see what kind of set we got here. Zach Owens is going to inbound it. See if we can get a little screen action between Caleb and Tyler Aarons, but they're going to go out. Caleb with the ball now. Back to Zach Owens. Zach Owens on the drive. Pull up. Off the mark, rebounded by Knox. And Knox will push it up quickly. Good defensive position there by Caleb Middlesworth. The 3 is up and good by number 22, Jermaine Roberts, the senior.
I think another key for the Foresters is going to be just being aggressive on the floor and getting to the foul line.
Oh, most certainly. Obviously, we're really kind of settling a little bit. Zach Owens probably could have driven that, but had a great attempt.
Yeah.
Peyton West loses the dribble. A little aggressiveness there by Jevion Knox. And that's going to be a tough foul there on Caleb's middle. This Connors Platt 3 was off the mark. 2 minutes and 23 seconds in, and Caleb's already picked up the first foul. And obviously, we talked about the post players. We do have Wyatt Hughes and some other players that can fill that big role. But to be honest, Caleb Middleworth is one of our best players. And obviously, an early foul is not what Coach Platt wanted to see.
Oh, yeah.
And Jevion Knox with a great basket there. There's a reason he's making 20 points per game. That's a soft shooting stroke and was able to find the nylon on that one. Mount Vernon on a 5-0 run now. Another screen and roll between Connor Platt and Tyler Aarons. Good switch there, and a nice pass cross court by Tyler Aarons to Caleb Middleworth, and the three-pointer is just off the mark. Great open look though, had 5 to 6 feet of space there, really was able to stroke that one, just unable to find the bottom. Looked like Jermaine Roberts really wanted to take another 3 and knock it down there, but was able to swing it around to Knox, and some nice defense. Peyton West thought he tipped it back off Knox, but that will not be the call. Peyton West, obviously, we talked about his defense and his athlete. He's a freshman starting.
Yeah.
On a team that's very experienced, you have Andrew Yoder and other seniors on the bench, so clearly he's doing a lot right to be able to be grateful enough to start on this great team.
I think it's just because he can pull up the 3 and then get down to the block.
Roberts with a 3 from the corner, off the mark, and rebounded by Caleb Miller. That's really great to see. We had 4 HU defenders there able to pull down that defensive board. Lots of screen and roll. Caleb with another wide open 3, and that one is good. He rattles it home with a little smile on his face. He thought he hit that one a little wide left, but he's able to bury the 3. Great shot there.
We see more t-shirts being thrown out to the fans.
Jevion Knox with a 3-pointer that's just off the mark. That's going to be good to see if you're a Forester faithful. Tyler Aarons with a quick trailing 3, off the mark, a little long. A little early in the shot clock. Can get that shot whenever you want probably, but I do like that offensive set because, should have been a travel, but doesn't matter because HU's going to get the ball off that turnover, but really thought that we're going to have our first media timeout, and we're going to take it along with them. So far, Mount Vernon 8, HU 6. Welcome back to Platt Arena. Mount Vernon on top right now, 8-6 over the Foresters. Drew, definitely, we've seen some great shooting so far, especially from downtown. Can this continue for the Foresters?
Yeah, I think so. We just really need to bump that up. We're 2 from 5, 40% from the 3. I'd like to see us knock down a few more, but you always don't get what you wish for.
Yeah, we're definitely getting some spacious looks, though. I like that. Obviously, Tyler Aarons pulls up that tight 3. Nearly was just off the mark, but he makes that a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I watched him at Taylor. He knocked down 3 of those in a row. And to be honest, when a player does that, the opposition really just loses some confidence. And be honest, they lose a little passion to play defense when you're just getting pulled on from 3.
And that's what I think is really surprising about both these teams, is both of the teams' bigs can really shoot from behind the 3-point. And you don't really see that a whole lot.
We're going to have a substitution for Mount Vernon as number 11, Isaac White's going to enter the ball game. Connor Platt loses the dribble. Jevion Knox up, and it is good by number 20, Brent Viperman. Definitely some quick moving action there as the Cougars were able to turn that turnover into a quick 2 points.
Cougars are a super fast team. They're really showing it.
Cougars really are good at extending their defense out to that 3-point line.
I think they learned after Caleb hit that long 3.
Oh, some great on-ball defense right there as Zach Owens was able to take that one off the back but really prevent that pass. And Peyton West will take it up quickly, pushing it down to Caleb Middlesworth. Down and up he goes, and it is good over number 15, Austin Jones. Great bucket there by Caleb Middlesworth. And that's why we talked about that first foul in those first few minutes. We got to keep him on the floor. We need him. You only get 5, and he's already at 1. So we really need him to play some solid on-ball defense. And we know the big men from Mount Vernon love to use their bodies.
Yeah. I think that's going to get the Foresters in a little bit of trouble there.
Austin Jones's jumper is off. Peyton West pushes ahead to Tyler Ahrens. Peyton West swings it around. Caleb Miller 3 off the mark, rebounded by number 20, Brent Viperman. Brent Viperman really on the boards on the offensive and defensive end so far. Some screen and roll action there by Mount Vernon. And it is good by number 22, Jermaine Roberts. Really just able to use his body, just kind of slide past his defender there. Peyton West brings it up again. Really nice to see Peyton West become a better point guard rather than just a shooting guard, because that's really making Zach Owens be able to have some more space. As you saw Zach Owens with the yeah, there we go. I was wondering where that foul was going to come from. A little late there, but Tyler Ahrens was raked across the shoulder as he's going to head to the line for 2, and they're going to give that foul to number 11, Isaac White. You talked about it. Let's get to the line. Here we go, right out of the timeout. I know it was a possession late maybe, but we're at the line now shooting our first free throws. As we're going to have some subs check in here. 13:58 left in the first half.
Drives the first one home.
Tyler Ahrens knocks it home. And Caleb Millworth is going to head to the bench, and Spencer Ballinger is going to check into the ballgame. Caleb needs a little breather, obviously. He's been playing at a high-intensity level. And number 33, Jordy Mas, will check in. The senior center from Spain, Barcelona. Measuring 7 foot tall, by the way. Definitely not your average Spaniard. As Tyler Ahrens able to connect on both those free throws, as Isaac White will take over the point guard duties. Give and go in the corner by the Cougars. Spencer Ballinger loses feet, nearly gets a block, forces an errant shot. And Connor Platt just unable to corral the loose ball there as Zach Owens. Yeah, and Zach Owens trying to put his hands down and say, hey, Spencer, don't jump right away, because he knows that guy likes to do a little up and under move. Spencer, another freshman too, but really playing at a high caliber level early on the season. Obviously we're in February now. He has a lot of games under his belt. We're 25 games in the season, but and Tyler Owens setting it up, putting his hands down and drawing the charge on number 3, Jordy Mas. Definitely a veteran move there by the seniors. Jordy Mas turn that left, right elbow in, left and right, just hit him right in the chest, and you're going to get that call more often than not.
Yeah, I really like seeing the Foresters' aggression so far during this game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We talked about energy level. We felt like Mount Vernon, the ladies, showed a lot higher energy, and they took the lead over the Foresters early in that third quarter. Energy really can propel a team.
Yeah. I think that's what led to their fourth quarter success there, but the Foresters obviously got it done.
Wow, what a great ball game. I hope you guys got that. As Spencer Ballinger, wide open 3 from the corner, knocks it down. We talked about improving that 3-point percentage. Yeah. It's going up, and now you find the Foresters up by 1 point. But not for long, as number 11, Isaac White, with a little step back there, able to knock it down. Coach Platt not happy with that, not going over the screen. He went under. Tyler Ahrens takes an early 3 in the shot clock just off the front of the rim, but Connor Platt able to collect the offensive rebound and make a great pass. Wow, some great passing so far by the Foresters. Zach Owens has it out top. Crossover, goes down.
It's Connor Platt's first
rebound. Zach Owens with that left-hand finish. Everyone thinks he's going to go right every time, but he's more often not going to go left, and he's throwing these defenders off as Isaac White makes a nice pass over to Jevion Knox. And man, he is an offensive powerhouse. Wow.
They're really shooting lights out right now.
He didn't even look to pass it anywhere. The guy with Jordy Mas was wide open down low, but he didn't even look at him. Stroked the 3. Great shot there. Connor Platt now with it up top. Spencer with a great move. Oh, great up and under there. Probably could have taken it up, but found the open Connor Platt. And Connor Platt with a nice left hand. Man, I think we're working on those left-handed layups in practice. Oh, Peyton West. We talked about that energy, and he's a freshman. Look at him. who's just playing some hard defense there. And oh, man, you see Isaac White. He's literally upset with himself there as he picked up his dribble, and Isaac White, Peyton West was able just to get on the defense there.
Oh, yeah.
I think Isaac White, I think they called him out of bounds there, but to be honest, I think Isaac White knew he double dribbled, traveled, did everything in the book thanks to Peyton West. Great defense by him. And that's a big thing because that's a turnover and earns HU another possession. Down 1 now. Zach Owens passing it up. Coach Platt calling out a new set here for the offense. Caleb Middleworth checked back into the game with that dead ball. And Connor Platt with a deep 3. So we're going to have James Gardner actually come to the ball game with the next dead ball. Jordy Mass with it up top. Passing it back out to Jacob Paul. Isaac White now with it up top with a great over-the-head pass. Zach Owens with some great, Jordy Mass using that 7-foot frame to get that offensive board. And it's going to cost, we talked about the offensive rebound. They're going to cost, and Isaac White makes HU pay for that easy offensive board. Back and forth we go here. We talked about it. This is not what we saw between me and Noah on December 1st. That game was lopsided from the get-go. Obviously, when they went on an 8-0 run, it's going to be lopsided. Spencer Ballinger with a great outlet there. Really was in some trouble and was able to make a quick way out of it. Man, these freshmen are not freshmen for HU. Coach Platt has found a great recruiting class here.
Really playing with the intensity and poise of a senior.
Oh, nasty block there. Oh, get that out of here. Not in our house. Oh, Zach Owens with a deep 3 attempt. And it's going to go over the back and out of bounds. Zach Owens knew if he could knock that down, this place was about to explode. And but that's really one of Zach Owens' first shots. Really, we need him to get going too if we're going to take a lead in this ballgame. As Peyton West is going to head to the bench, but James Gardner, another spark. We talked about it. He's practicing hard. He had an injury earlier on in the season, but he's really starting to recover from it.
And this could be one of those defining moments for him in his college basketball career.
And he's probably one of the fastest people in the gym. I know he's not the smallest guy in the gym, but James Gardner can flat out run. You saw that in high school track and field. He can flat out, he's going to chase you down. Oh, Spencer Ballinger with some great defense there, nearly forcing a terrible turnover for the Cougars. James Gardner with some great defense down low on the block, forcing, just great move there by number 15, Austin Jones, able to turn it over and throw it under the smaller defender, James Gardner. James Gardner outlets it over there to Zach Owens. As Javon Knox is actually going to come in at the next dead ball. Kales Middleworth with an up and under, earns the foul but does not earn the basket. Could have been a great 3-point opportunity there. That's going to be a foul on number 33, Jordy Mass, and that's actually going to be his second, so I believe we're going to have another sub come in here as we see another person come off the bench, number 21, Alex Johnson, a sophomore forward, 6'5", out of Cincinnati, Ohio, in Little Miami High School. He's going to check into the ballgame as Caleb Ballinger's first free throw attempt is good. Drew, we're really seeing some great basketball play here, especially from inside out. I knew we were going to see some three-pointers, but Caleb's up and under move there was pretty fantastic. I know it didn't go down, but obviously it didn't go down because of an errant foul.
I really like seeing him at the line, too. An 84% free throw shooter. It's really, really nice to see.
Man, he's just got a great shooting touch. Obviously a state champion last year. We got Hoosier Hysteria coming up here in March. There's going to be some great high school basketball games. Huntington North just down the road.
Yes,
it's always a great time to see them play as well. Wow. James Gardner draped all over Javon Knox. And he was able to knock down that jumper and extend the Mount Vernon lead to 3. Zach Owens with a nice little move out to Caleb Middleworth. James Gardner with an offensive rebound. We talked about his rebounding prowess. And Connor Platt, offensive rebounds lead to 3-point basket.
Oh, yeah.
And Connor Platt's going to make the Cougars pay. And that's why he's on the court. Oh, James Gardner just unable to stay on the help side. But we're going to get away with it. As number 22, Jermaine Roberts, I believe, is going to be called for that foul. And he is. James Roberts. Wow. Talk about James Gardner. He's all over the place.
Yeah.
He was trying to get over there on that help side. Kind of caused a little mismatch down there. But he's really one defender. I know he's kind of undersized, but he really uses his muscle to be able to cover some larger players. Obviously, we talked about when you got 6'11", 7 foot, you're going to have to play. Zach Owens drops it off to Andrew Yoder. First time saying his name tonight. Great sharpshooter for the Foresters.
I like his aggression on the other end, too, there.
Caleb Middleworth, a little rush move there as number 15, Austin Jones, going to earn a block. The first of his game. excuse me, the first of the game for him. Oh, Zach Owens got to close out quicker on that. Oh, gets lucky, and James Gardner, we're going to say his name again as he pulls down a great rebound.
I'm liking the way he's playing tonight. He's playing really aggressive.
Yeah, you're really going to have to close out hard on Javon Knox if we're going to hold him in check. Obviously, he's already out to 7 points and averages 20, but you can stop him now. James Gardner with a nice decision there, just kind of swings it around the horn. Zach Owens running the offense from the top. As the shot clock drops down to 6. Zach Owens beats the buzzer but does not get the bucket. James Gardner guarding Javon Knox up top. Knox swinging it around, and Caleb Middles with a great pass defense right there. And Zach Owens able to intercept that turnover. Oh, the riverboat and the three-point specialist, Andrew Yoder, off the mark. Oh, was about to take the top off this place. Man, HU fans are just ready to pounce right now.
They're here in full.
Yeah, most certainly, obviously on this cold winter evening. Glad to see everyone out here for Pink Out Night. The runner's no good by number 10, Jacob Paul. We're going to have a jump ball here. Possession will stay with Mount Vernon, as we are going to have another media timeout, and we're going to take it along with them. It is 25-25 with 7:36 left. Go Foresters.
This is how we like to do it.
And welcome back to Platt Arena. Drew, we got a tie ball game. We talked about when you got a top 10 team. They're number 6 in the nation, and HU's going punch for punch. We're only in round 1 of 2 here, but really, HU's fighting hard, getting the offensive, the defensive boards, being scrappy, playing tough, and obviously you saw there Caleb Miller was able to go up hard. It was 2 against 1 there, and he's able to force a jump ball. I know the ball's going to stay with Mount Vernon here, but intensity, energy, we've talked about it. Expand on it a little bit for me.
Yeah, and with the energy and intensity here, I'm really excited to see that the Foresters have not made many fouls. Just that one from Caleb Middlesworth, excuse me. But I'm really excited the way the Foresters are playing.
Yeah, most certainly, as James Gardner is going to stay in the ballgame, really is an energy booster for the Foresters as of late. Javon Knox got it in the corner on Connor Platt. So he makes a quick pass out to number 20, Brent Viperman. And Brent goes up, and Brent Viperman's going to earn the and one.
Just really using the size there.
Yeah, he just took it in hard over Andrew Yoder, and Andrew Yoder not able to use that verticality rule and keep his hands up, kind of pulled him down, and he's going to pick up the foul. Actually, they're going to give it to Peyton West. Interesting call there, as I thought Andrew Yoder picked that foul up for sure, but they're going to call it on Peyton West. Peyton West usually not in foul trouble, so that shouldn't affect him too much. Zach Owens is on the bench. It'll be interesting to see how long he stays there. Obviously a great offensive weapon for HU. James Gardner throws it around to Peyton West. Peyton West out to Tyler Ahrens. Connor Platt with a step back 3, and he connects. Oh, wow. From the body control and footwork from the corner. Wow, just dead eye knocks it down. And we got a tie ball game again. Connor Platt really using the dribble well, creating space over the big men. Just Mount Vernon really not just moving their feet. Mount Vernon swinging it around the horn. Isaac White now has the ball. Throwing it back up to Javon Knox around the corner again. Mount Vernon trying to get it inside. Not being able to. Tyler Ahrens with the block. Peyton West with the block, and we're going to have a.
Peyton West thought he caught all ball there, but the rest thought he caught the hand.
And they're actually not, again, I'm very confused on this, as that's going to go into James Gardner. Really? On the body, I believe. And to be honest, if it was going to be anything, it was going to be on Peyton West again. Not trying to be too critical of the officials, but clearly have made 2 wrong foul calls in the last minute. So Really want that to change. Obviously, we talked about the havoc, man, of that women's game. Down the stretch, trapping, throwing it left and right. Balls were out of bounds. Officials really had a handful.
Yeah.
As the first is good for number 22, Jermaine Roberts. The second's up, and it is good. Back and forth we go, punches exchanging. As Peyton West takes it up the court. Connor Platt streaking across, trying to find it again. He's really got the hot hand right now, and he wants the ball again. As we're going to throw it down deep to Tyler Ahrens with a left-right move. Loses his dribble, goes up again, doesn't matter. He's going to make it over number 15, Austin Jones. Great move there by Tyler Ahrens, not giving up on that possession. James Gardner now guarding Isaac White up by the three-point line. Tyler Ahrens goes out to help. Oh, and they're going to give the foul. Man, these officials are calling it very tightly, and Coach Platt is very displeasured on that, as Tyler Ahrens clearly hit a lot of basketball there, as that ball was not even close to the rim. And I'm surprised they didn't give that foul to Connor Platt.
Yeah, once again, we see the miscall. Not the miscall, the misplayer call.
Just very interesting to see. Obviously, Connor Platt was playing preliminary defense on there. And ball never lies, I guess, as Jermaine Roberts' free throw drums out. Officials making sure that Jermaine Roberts is in the book. I thought we might have a technical there. That'd have been an interesting move. Obviously, he's been in the game for more than 15 minutes, and they had to make sure he was still in the book. That should have been a first-minute thing as they were talking to the scorers table. Nevertheless, Jermaine Roberts is going to leave the ball game now as number 10, Jacob Paul, checks back in for the Cougars.
Yeah, go back to Connor Platt. You weren't mentioning his dribbling, but I think it's his three-point that's making him the top scorer of the game right now.
Yeah, really is doing a great job, as Connor Platt has 11 points, and he's trying to add to it on that three-point attempt, but it's off the mark. James Gardner nearly getting another offensive board. And they're going to call a hold on Andrew Yoder, as he was holding Austin Jones down deep. I know we had a mismatch, but as we're going to see some subs come in here, as Austin Jones is going to leave the ball game, and number 21, Alex Johnson, enters, and Caleb Middlesworth and Zach Owens come back in for your Huntington Force. James Gardner with some great minutes there. Really was playing some great offense and defense. Javon Knox able to fight through two screens, and he knocks down the jumper.
Quick jumper at that.
Yeah, he's got a great quick release, keeps it high, and Zach Owens unable to keep his hands up on that one as he was trying to fight through some screens. Great move there by Caleb Middlesworth. They'll swing it around the horn. Zach Owens nearly thinking about taking a three-point attempt there. Peyton West dribbling into the right side. Kicks it out to Connor. Connor with the pull-up two. And Connor missing his last two field goal attempts as HU now finds themselves down 3. Mount Vernon with the ball. Javon Knox with the ball again. Javon Knox really has a lot of usage. He's always having the ball in his hands, or is making a cut towards the ball. They really do try to facilitate the offense really through Knox. James Gardner's not going to stay on the bench long. We're going to get a nice travel there. Good call if you're a Forster fan, as Brent Viper just kind of pulled the foot of Connor Platt. Maybe a little tired. We're going to head to the bench there, as James Gardner's going to enter the ball game.
Sorry, his 11-point effort's really being a big help to the effort.
Oh yeah, it truly is.
After the Force.
Yeah, great cog of the offense. James Gardner nearly open on that backdoor screen from the top. Great screen stat there by Tyler Ahrens.
I really like to see the Foresters go down low, even though you see there that the Cougar size is really dominating that. Yeah, I just want to see the Foresters get to the foul line.
Knox got a little aggressive with the hand and pushed off on Peyton West, but they're going to call the foul on Peyton West.
The fans are not happy about it.
Yeah, Coach Platt and the fans very displeased about that. Knox really got his hand away from himself there, was trying to create some pace. Obviously, Knox has not scored very many points over Peyton West. It's been mostly over off switches on Tyler Ahrens as well on Connor Platt. Oh, a travel not going to be called on Brent Viperman. He pulled his foot. Brent Viperman makes a great two-point basket there, as Peyton West gets a little too quick there, and we're going to have a quick run out here.
I like to see the Foresters
And
take
Jacob
it
Paul's
going
going to make a bucket there, and we now have a 7-point Cougar lead on that run there. A couple missed calls. We're going to have a 30-second. We're going to stay here and talk about this. Wow, this game is, we talked about it was 25-25, and now we're at 37-30. The offense of the Foresters has slowed down. And to be honest, there's been a lot of missed calls. These officials are really just missing some calls down low and around the horn. We saw the push-offs, and Mount Vernon's really taking advantage of the calls they're getting and getting some more offensive possessions as a result.
Yeah, and I think that's what is contributing to the Cougars' success here right now. I mean, it was 4-1 fouls, and now it's 6-4, and the Cougars are at 7.
Yeah, and to be honest, there's been some of these fouls are definitely fouls, especially a couple on, or that one on Tyler Ahrens and the one on Caleb. But to be honest, a lot of hand checking being called on one end, and quite frankly, not on the other end. As Caleb Middlesworth, we're going to see him walking out of the timeout. He's saying he's getting hooked hard near the head, and he really is. He's getting hooked down low, and he's given up a couple points and easy buckets down low, but he's just getting hooked as Peyton West is actually going to head to the bench and Connor Platt head back in. Peyton West was just so antsy on that last offensive possession. Obviously, when the lead gets to 5, you want to knock it down as quickly as possible, but nobody was running with him. As Zach Owens with a nice right hand. His jersey was pulled tightly on that one, but we're going to get no call, and he's going to say a little bit to the official on that one because I think he has every right to.
By the way, he hit the floor, too.
Yeah, great move there by Zach Owens. That left-hand finish, man. HU with the soft left hand so far tonight. And we're going to have it as Isaac White's field goal is off the mark, rebounded there by Caleb Miller with him. We're going to see James Gardner take over a point here and do the set. Interesting to see. We haven't seen James Gardner play much at home, to be honest. He's been more of a road player, it seems like. As Tyler Ahrens does not roll to the basket. Zach Owens on a chase down. Oh, got a piece of it. And oh, wow, we're going to have a nice little run out. Zach Owens collects the rebound. Some great offense there.
Tyler Ahrens with the 3.
Oh, just off the mark.
You see James Gardner hit the floor again.
Yeah, he's really playing all over. He nearly had that rebound. Tyler Ahrens leaves his feet, and Isaac White makes him pay for it there as he knocks down as this lead goes back to 7, 39-32.
Still within reach of the Foresters, though.
Yeah, the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds really need to be the Foresters if they want to cut this lead down. Really don't want it to expand anymore. So we're going to have a screen and roll here. Zach Owens with the pull-up elbow jumper, and it's good. Body control, left, right dribble, up it goes, and down it goes. Great play there by Zach Owens. We got to see him get going because when he plays good on offense, his defense steps up 2 notches.
Oh, yeah.
Nice little double switch there.
Cougars really playing like their 16-seed team right now.
James Gardner with a steal, or Zach Owens I think is going to be credited with the steal, but James Gardner collects the loose ball. Caleb Middleworth from the corner. Great pass by Tyler Ahrens, but off the mark. But Zach Owens able to track the ball down. And Connor Platt really wanted to shoot that 3, but father and coach say slow it down. Let's set up a set as we're down 5 with 1:30 to go. Really trying to get a bucket here and really cut this lead down as much as possible. Love to go into halftime tied or at least just down 2 for the great half that HU has played with the number 6 team in the nation, Mount Vernon. Zach Owens pulls up and he knocks it down. Oh, could have been a foul on Brent Biberman too. Wow. Coach Platt says get the defense up and let's guard the 3-point line here. And we're going to have a timeout called by Mount Vernon. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay with them. Hey, we talked about it. The 3-pointer goes.
Oh, yeah.
HU goes. Knock down the 3-pointer, cut the lead down to 2. Really, obviously, what do you think Mount Vernon's trying to draw up here? Obviously, they were up 7, now down, or now just down, or up 2, excuse me. But really, what do you think they're going to draw up?
I really think they're just going to try and use their size to take it down low. They're a huge team, as we talked about plenty tonight. A 7-footer, I think they're really just going to try and take it low and try and draw a foul or 2.
Yeah, Jordy Nash collecting those 2 early fouls. Haven't said his name quite often. I don't think he's going to come in as he still has a towel around his neck. But really, he was a kind of a force to be reckoned with. Tyler Ahrens got in some early foul trouble when Jordy Nash when we were at Mount Vernon earlier in December. But this game is truly a totally different ball game. And I knew if Noah was here, he'd say the same. But really, it's just they got down early. They lost a little poise, turnovers. HU still turning it over a little too often, but really are just grinding out. And obviously, Connor Platt knocking down the 3s. And then you just saw that deep 3 there by Zach Owens. Could have been a 4-point play as well.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Jacob Paul takes it up and he's going to set up a set for the Mount Vernon. There's been a couple down low screens.
We're below a minute.
You said take it down low and they heard you. Yep. And then we're going to see who this foul is going to be on. It could be on either of them. And they're going to give it to Tyler Aarons. You said they were going to take it down low and you were hit a 5-star call on that one. I'll give you that. 5 stars.
Yeah, they're just too big for the Foresters to compete with right now.
Especially on the blocks. When they get that deep on the block, when you have that size advantage, you either got to foul or you got to just go straight up. And to be honest, when they're going straight up, they're making a bucket. As the first free throw is good by number 20, Quentin Viper. Looking at a few stats here, HU shooting 3 more shots than Mount Vernon, but Mount Vernon shooting 51%. Your Foresters just 40%. But HU has knocked down 7 threes in comparison to just 5 threes.
Another stat to look at there is how the Cougars are number 2 in total assists, and they're dominating the Foresters on the assists, 10-5.
Yeah, really just been able to swing it around quickly. Tyler Aarons forces up a deep down low shot as he's a little upset on that one. We're going to have to keep our offense out here. 29 seconds, 24 on the shot clock. Zach Owens going to play some on-ball defense here. There's Jacob Paul. He's going to try to set up a set. Javon Knox is on the far side. Got to keep an eye on the shooter like him as James Gardner is guarding him. We talked about Knox. He was on the far side. He's now on the close side. The three's up, and it's no good. Zach Owens with a great rebound. Crosses over again. 2 seconds. Zach Owens is up. Shot is off the mark. Connor Platt was open on the far side, but really, you only had 2 seconds. You couldn't throw it over there. He probably would have knocked it down, but I think it was going to be late at the horn. At the half, Mount Vernon 41, the Foresters 37, and we're going to take this break along with them here at halftime. I'm Andrew Whiteside.
I'm Drew Bowles. Go Foresters.
What does it mean to impact your community? As a broadcast media major at Huntington University, you'll explore that question and uncover the heart of storytelling. Tell real-life stories of the world around you from day one and uncover why it matters to the campus, community, and beyond. It could be in our live TV studio through our award-winning newscast, broadcasting home athletic events, or running HU's very own radio station. You'll have the opportunity to use industry standard equipment from 4K cameras to instant replay to better prepare you for a future career. In addition to foundational courses, you'll have the chance to specialize in church media, corporate media, news, or marketing and sales. Or spend your last summer interning in one of America's largest cities, Phoenix, Arizona. In this one-of-a-kind opportunity, you'll have a home base at Huntington University's Arizona Center for Digital Media as you launch into professional opportunities catered toward your area of interest and enjoy the sunshine in the process. Your professional network begins as soon as you become a Forester. Broadcast media majors at HU have a long-standing history of success in the job market. You'll be connected with alumni who have gone before you, not to mention all of your professors have industry experience. You've been given a gift. Why not use it to impact your world for Christ? Huntington University Broadcast Media. Real life stories, real world experiences. Impact your community.
I am Dr. Fred Miller. I am the Department Chair of Kinesiology and also an exercise science professor at Huntington University. Huntington University is unique as far as they get a lot of one-on-one attention from the professor, helping them learn the information or helping them minister a test, whereas some universities you don't get that one-on-one from the professors. One of our themes focuses is on being a Christian and trying to be a good role model for others. We're here, we really care about the student, we want to see that student succeed, not just preparing them for their future career, but also we want to prepare them to be a servant for God. Huntington University, we have a lot of equipment that students will get an opportunity to use and experience. Some of the equipment we have include a bod pod, which is very famous. We also have other interesting equipment that students will get to use. That equipment include a VO2 Max, a metabolic cart system. There's also a lot of equipment including other health measures. Students will get plenty of opportunity to learn how to use all this equipment, and they will get administering it to other students. Oftentimes, students who get an undergraduate degree in exercise science will go on to physical therapy school, or even they will go on to physician assistant school. And then also another common career path for students is to become a strength conditioning specialist and mainly work with athletes. Exercise science is a degree where students will gain a lot of knowledge about health, but having someone that has the knowledge and experience to help an individual to get fit, to get healthy is important. And students at Huntington University, they learn about knowledge that's credible and that's important for students to have so they can help these individuals.
So Powder Puff football is 2 teams divided up by floors, and then they all have flags, so it's just a flag football game. And so we have the 2 end zones, and it's just like a regular game. We usually play 2 20-minute halves, and it's just a good time for everybody to get some football in since we don't have a football team here as a sport.
Let's go, oh, snap.
Powder Puff to me is something that actually opened me up at Huntington.
And for me, just as a freshman, obviously, like I get to know all the different girls on my floor, and we all grow closer together.
Powder Puff just means a lot of unity between the girls on the floor, and just provided a lot of good fun between all the other girls on campus as well.
Powder Puff means to me, it just signifies some of the best times that you're going to have during homecoming weekend.
Here in Huntington University's film program, we offer a one-of-a-kind experience. You'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and the opportunity to gain practical experience on set. But what really sets us apart from other universities? While the films that we make are important to us, we give special attention to how we make them. In our film program, we understand the process behind making a film is just as important as the finished product you see on screen. And how we treat one another on set has a big impact. Which is why our program is part of the Kinema Commonwealth, a group of filmmakers dedicated to creating an environment of mutual respect that values individual artists over the bottom line. Our goal is to create excellent works of cinematic art and storytelling that both entertain and turn those involved into better people. We hold to 3 community values that make up the Kinema Manifesto. The first is respect for the individual, in which the time, energy, resources, and personal well-being of the artist are shown full respect. Artists are not just used for their talents, but embraced as collaborators. The second is respect for the community, where the natural environment, the local community, and the audience are all treated with the utmost care and respect. Filmmaking impacts not only the filmmakers, but those around us too. The third is respect for the art, because each filmmaker should be given artistic freedom to work creatively and to the best of their ability, while remembering that we are all working towards the same story. We believe that by living out these community values daily, the resulting projects will be works of passion, infused with the artistic voices of all the filmmakers. Our hope is that our students will not only practice these values during their 4 years here, but that they will take them into the professional industry and over time, revolutionize the way films are made in the United States and the rest of the world. We are striving to create leaders who pursue excellence in their craft while showing love and respect to those around them.
Well, some other schools, digital media arts and media in general might kind of just be an afterthought. They might just store their gear in a closet. We have a dedicated place for all equipment. We have a dedicated staff member and a small team of students here to help out with all equipment needs.
Life at Huntington, DMA Equipment Center, take 1.
We call it the Cage, and to our best knowledge, it's probably stands for Camera, Audio, Grip, and Electrical.
The Cage, or the Equipment Center as some people call it, is really the hub of all equipment and resources for all of the film, broadcast, animation projects. So if you need camera equipment, audio, lighting, anything that'll help you out on set on a project, this is the place to get it.
What I do here at the Equipment Center, one of it is manage our physical assets with the department. The even bigger part of that is the interaction with the students.
Equipment usage at Huntington differs from a lot of other schools in the sense that they actually allow freshmen to get hands-on experience with the equipment that is provided here at the Cage.
So my job is to help people who need to reserve orders. I help people check out orders, spaces that are rentable, so Studio A, edit suites, the Foley pit, scheduling all those.
It also teaches students how a real rental house might work, so equipment care, the rental process, it covers all of that. So it's really foundational and important for the students' education too.
It's always evolving, it's always improving, it's always growing, which is a reflection of an industry standard.
Camera technology is constantly changing. You wait 5 minutes and there's an upgrade. That's probably the biggest challenge in trying to stay on top of a good camera to student ratio so we can get hands-on with everybody.
Great question.
We're able to actually add a little bit more than just checking in and checking out equipment. We oftentimes will actually give advice to students.
If they have questions, they can be demonstrated to them and they can get extra learning and they can pick up some new skills that they might not be able to in a classroom.
It's not just a job. You get to learn all about the film equipment here too.
It's kind of just a central place where everybody can just come.
Anytime we're open.
We have all of the gear.
Talk to a Cage worker.
Really learn from day one.
And cut.
Everything has a beginning. A moment where a dream becomes an idea, and an idea a creation. Cutting-edge creators are engaging in the ever-changing medium of digital media. But one thing never changes, and that's story. We are storytellers. Whether it's on set, in the lab, or in the field, we are always looking to understand the heart of society and explore the depths of human nature. The goal is to make captivating, moving narratives that the world will want to view and cherish. But the journey to that goal is vital. Where you learn and how you learn makes all the difference. Every great movie or broadcast has a creative body working behind it, and those artists and technicians had to learn, had to start somewhere. They needed a place to tap into their passions and train in their craft. Digital media is a living, breathing thing, consisting of a network of moving parts. Different skills are necessary for a healthy creative body. Some skills you may not have even heard of yet. And without each of those individual breathing parts, we would look and sound a whole lot like this. We need you. In Huntington University's Digital Media Arts Department, you get your hands on equipment from day one. You don't have to wait a few years to get in the studio or get on a set. In your first year, in your first semester, you'll work in supporting roles on underclassmen projects and even get to develop your own stories. So, you want to operate the red? We can do that. Want to learn how to use a Cintiq? We got you covered. How about anchoring a live TV studio? Yeah, we got one of those too. You may not have a clear plan in mind, or may not know what your interests are yet, but your years at Huntington are time for self-discovery and to embrace your passions. One thing's for sure, professors
And
are
welcome
always
back to
resourceful.
Platt Arena. The Mount Vernon Cougars lead 41-37 over the Foresters. Going to run down a few stats here before we head into the second half of action. Javion Knox, 3 rebounds, 9 points. Jacob Paul, 2 rebounds, 2 points. Austin Jones, 3 rebounds, 5 points. Brent Viperman, 2 rebounds, 9 points. And Jermaine Roberts really doing a lot of damage from the foul line. He had 3 rebounds and 8 points and 1 foul.
Yeah, and going with the Foresters, we have Peyton West with 3 points and 1 rebound. Zach Owens with 9 points and 2 rebounds. The top scorer, Connor Platt, with 11 points and 1 rebound. And then we have Caleb Middleworth, 7 points with 5 rebounds. Big man right there doing big man work right there.
Yeah, most certainly have to agree. We talked about how big that first foul was. We were kind of nervous, but he was able to play some solid defense, not pick up any fouls. Obviously, Tyler Ahrens picked up 2 fouls, which we don't really want to see him get an early third, but I think he usually can play. He's a senior. He knows better, and he knows how to play some solid defense as well. And obviously, Javon Knox, only with 9, he's averaging 20. We didn't hold him totally in check, but as long as we can maybe hold him on his average and hold some other players, obviously looking at bench scoring, HU, bench scoring hasn't been there all year, plain and simple. They only got 3, Mount Vernon with 8, and obviously you see a 5-point differential there and a 4-point differential on the scoreboard. Bench scoring is the thing that we're going to have to see here in the second half, or the starters are going to have to carry the Foresters through the second half, which they've done more often than not. And then looking at points in the paint, 14 points in the paint for Mount Vernon. Obviously, we talked about your 5-star call. You knew what they were going to do coming out of the offense. 2 dribbles, backing up, left, right, up and under for, Jermaine Roberts. He was just, obviously, he was going to take it inside. We knew where they're going. They're outscoring us in the paint, 14-6. I mean, and then you were talking about they're the number 2 team in assists in Division II NAI, and man, you have some assist numbers for me. Good.
Mount Vernon has 10 assists. That's basically double of what Huntington has. And then, yeah, that's really what we're seeing. It's probably why they're number 2 in total assists.
And Isaac White actually came off the bench and led Mount Vernon with 3 assists, was really just whipping the ball around. And HU is going to start with the ball here as Peyton West is going to start it out for the Foresters. HU trying to get it in early, throwing it down to Tyler Ahrens. Kick back to Zach Owens. Zach Owens trying to look for the rim, obviously trying to find his shot. He's had some hot games as of late. Tyler Ahrens gets in deep and is unable to hit the mark there on that nice little right-hand jump hook. Rebound there for Jermaine Roberts, as we're going to have both starters back for Mount Vernon as well as Huntington. Jermaine Roberts misses an easy bunny there, and Caleb Middlesworth able to collect the rebound and dish it off to Zach Owens.
Yeah, and so far in this game, we see the same storyline with the 3-point percentage for the Foresters. They had 30% last game against the Cougars. Now we're shooting 35%. I really like to see that improve.
Oh yeah, definitely. If they can get near 40 to 45% and get the attempts up, truly could be the difference maker in the ball game. As Peyton West is going to get a little lost underneath and unable to find some help, and another turnover for the Foresters. Jacob Paul is going to take over the point guard duties, bringing it up top. Dropping it off to Brent Viperman. Brent Viperman drives in. Mount Vernon really slowing down on the 3-point attempts. They were hot early, throwing them up multiple times, but really have gotten to that deep 2 and inside game. And talk about, there it is, another 3-point attempt. Jacob Paul knocks it down from the corner. Lots of room. The dribble drive and the kick, and knocks it down. Lead now 7. Brent Viperman left his feet there, and Caleb Middlesworth made him pay for it, making it easy too. Nice little 2 dribbles inside.
Yeah, for sure. I'd really like to see the Foresters really attack that basket. We're 4 for 4 right now from the free throw line, 100%. I'd really like to see him get there again.
And Caleb Middleworth takes away, looked to be a cross-court pass intended for Isaac White, but intercepted by Caleb, and Caleb's going to take it now around the 3-point line, drives it in tight, throws up an errant shot, and he makes it, and Brent Viperman maybe got rid of the 3-point, or nearly got a 3-point play there for Caleb. Three-pointer is up and off the mark for number 22, Jermaine Roberts. Unable to connect on that one. Caleb Middleworth, drop back pass for three. Oh, a little long. Could have tied the game there. Maybe a little early in the shot clock, maybe wanted to run it a little longer. Some good defense there by the Foresters. Oh, an offensive rebound, and Caleb's going to pick up another foul. There it is. He's done that twice now. Yeah. Coach Platt saying block out a little better. Obviously, you want to see block out and just not go up for the rebound with two hands, but really just need to establish a little more position there. Probably wouldn't have picked up a foul if he would have done so. But nevertheless, Jermaine Roberts is going to have 2 attempts from the line. And the first attempt is good. Mount Vernon now 7 of 8 on the day. And the second attempt is up and good. Jermaine Roberts really just kind of playing within himself right now. Hasn't tried to do too much. Obviously, he nearly made that three-point attempt that was down and out early. Really has been a key part to the offense here in the second half. Connor Platt backs it in, is able to knock, oh wow, off 3 parts of the rim. Probably could have been a foul, to be honest, on the little lower body check, but nevertheless, it goes in. Lead now cut to 3. Zach Owens goes over the screen there, covering the great shooter, Jacob Paul. As Knox throws it around, Jacob Paul now with the ball again. Some good on-ball defense here being displayed by the Foresters, and Peyton West does it even better. It's getting a steal off of Knox, and Peyton West takes it over Knox. Wow, that's a freshman over a 20-point scoring guard right there, really just taking it to him.
It's Coach Platt's angry that there should have been a foul call there.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of body contact. I felt like Knox was in some good position. Oh, excuse me. Austin Jones, wow. Jermaine Roberts with a great shot there from the corner. I thought Jones was actually going to travel with it there, as I thought the ref picked up his whistle. I thought we were going to get a call, but we don't, and he throws it outside. And Mount Vernon gets a nice call and knocks it down anyways.
A little mistakes are killing the Foresters right now.
Connor Platt over to Tyler Ahrens. Peyton West now with it, a little screen and roll action between him and Tyler Ahrens. Yeah, coach really signaling to pass that ball as Peyton West wanted a quick little, obviously when you do that screen and roll, you either do the quick pass or you make the quick hard dribble, and Peyton West did neither there and nearly caused a turnover. Tough inbounding position here right in front of the bench for Connor Platt. Over the top here to Zach Owens. We'll have the ball, screen and roll between Zach and Tyler Ahrens. Zach Owens uses that left hand and just off the front of the rim. Zach hits the deck again, nearly getting the bucket. And Peyton West unable to catch on the trailer as number 11, Isaac White, who just had checked into the ballgame, knocks down his first 3 of the second half, and the lead is back to 7 with that three-pointer. Connor Platt looks at the rim there, drives around the right hand, uses the right hand dribble, throws it up, and Connor Platt could have been fouled again, hits the deck hard, but makes the bucket anyways. Oh, Jermaine Roberts with a travel, but he gets away with it. They're going to say loose ball, didn't have control of it. And Tyler Ahrens gets beat on the dribble by number 15, Austin Jones. Great play there by Austin Jones, really able to take 2 steps hard. And probably could have dunked that one with one hand, but just made the easy layup instead with no defender around.
As we see those quick 2 threes there for the Cougars, their free throw percentage boosts up to 88%.
As Jermaine Roberts on the far side picks up Connor Platt, as we had a foul on the three-pointer attempt. As Peyton West is going to be called actually for a foul on the rebound there. Interesting to see where that rebound was. Not sure how he's getting that foul. We're actually going to have a full timeout, and we're going to take it along with him. It is 54-47 in favor of Mount Vernon.
What does it mean to impact your community? As a broadcast media major at Huntington University, you'll explore that question and uncover the heart of storytelling. Tell real-life stories of the world around you from day one and uncover why it matters to the campus, community, and beyond. It could be in our live TV studio through our award-winning newscast, broadcasting home athletic events, or running HU's very own radio station. You'll have
and
the
welcome back to
opportunity
Platt Arena. Obviously, Coach Platt not happy with that foul call down low on Peyton West. He clearly had position and To be honest, I don't know where the foul was. They're going to say a holding foul. So the ball's going to be awarded to Mount Vernon, and Mount Vernon now with the ball and up 7. HU really going to need a tough defensive possession here. Peyton West is going to stay in the ballgame with those 3 fouls, but truly, he has those active hands. It's going to be tough for him not to get the 4th foul here. So definitely going to have to see him play more defense with his feet rather than his hands. Yeah. But we also know how good he is at blocking people. Man, he has made some incredible blocks. He's nearly a volleyball player, beating it into the stands. And it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're a center or a guard. He's going to find you, and he's going to chase you down, and he'll get the block. As Isaac White. And we're going to have a substitution as number 33, Jordy Mass, checks back into the ballgame. Mount Vernon, the 7-footer from Barcelona, Spain. As Jordy, we talked about Jordy Mass checking into the ballgame. They went to him right away, and he's going to travel. He's actually going to switch pivot foots there. Good call by the officials. As Tyler Aarons with some great defense, able to keep his hands low and really just stay at a stable base. Looked like he was ready to set up for a charge call. Peyton West is going to start the ball up top for the Foresters. To Caleb, around to Connor. Nice little double screen there for Connor Platt as they're trying to get Connor open. The back cut by Connor. Open 3 for Tyler Aarons, and it rims out. Unable to go in.
Everything but the net there.
Oh man, Tyler Aarons really with a great stroke there. Had about 3 to 4 feet of space and just unable to find the nylon. Back to Jordy Mass. Great pass by Jordy Mass, and Tyler Aarons blocks him, but they're going to call a foul on Tyler Aarons, and that's going to be his 3rd. Interesting to see how they'll manage this here. As the Forester fans and Coach Platt, as he takes the jacket off, it's getting a little hot in here, to be honest. They're missing a lot of calls. That ball was nearly heading to the hallway on that one. Brent Viverman to the line for 2 shots. The first is good. Mount Vernon is now 9 of 10 from the line on the day. In comparison, the Foresters they're 4 of 4, but they're not getting as many attempts. And obviously, as we see the score,
it's making
8
a
points
difference.
now. Yeah, it's truly making a big impact on this game.
It's just the Cougars are super, super disciplined to where that they are just not giving any fouls up.
And Brett Viperman makes the 2nd as Tyler Aarons is going to head to the bench, and Spencer Ballinger will check into the ball game. Foresters now finding himself in a little foul trouble. 3 for Peyton and 3 for Tyler Aarons. Caleb Middlesworth knocks it down from downtown. What a great job. Connor Platt finding the teammate there. Just a quick little ball reversal, and the bottom is up on that one. 3-pointer for Caleb Middlesworth. Isaac White with a little screen and roll with Jordy Mass. His attempt is up and no good. Spencer Ballinger with a great rebound, pulling it away from Jordy Mass. Jordy Mass is, wow, 7-footer.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he causes a lot of space to be taken up down low on that offensive glass. He nearly collected that rebound. Spencer Ballinger with a nice little hesitation dribble. Spencer giving up a lot of height, but has a lot more quickness. Be interesting to see if he can get an open 3-point attempt. Tough pass there by Peyton West, as Peyton West actually reaches around and gets a steal. Oh, nearly gets the full steal there. Wow. Peyton West made a terrible play, but makes up for it as he gets back. Nice little back tap, and just Zach Owens was trying to play some good defense, chase him down, and it goes off his back and out of bounds. Ball will stay here with Mount Vernon. We're going to have a few substitutions. James Gardner checking into the ballgame for Peyton West. So we got both Foresters with 3 fouls now on the bench, so not in jeopardy of getting any more. Knox. Haven't said Knox's name as he's still stuck at 9 points.
Yeah.
But Jermaine Roberts really making him pay as he's now up to 13. One hard dribble there for Brett Viperman. Throws it outside to Isaac White. Back to Brett Viperman. And the 3 is good by Brett Viperman. Great job. Wow, a little give and go between him and Isaac White down in the corner. He makes the Foresters pay for it as the lead is now the highest it's been in the ballgame. 9 points over the Foresters. Spencer Ballinger with a nice little crossover dribble. Back to Caleb Middlesworth. His 3 is up, and his 3 is, down and out, but Spencer Ballinger with the offensive pull and a nice right-handed finish.
I really seen the aggression from the Foresters.
An offensive rebound and a putback. Great job there by Spencer. Some great minutes here off the bench, as Tyler Aarons might be on the bench with 3 fouls for a little bit. Spencer Ballinger playing some on-ball defense. Austin Jones, great verticality there by Spencer Ballinger. We're going to say his name again as he stops Austin Jones from making that bucket down low. Some nice passing down low by Mount Vernon. James Gardner now with the ball up top, looking for somebody to pass it to, swings it around. Zach Owens now has it in the corner. Zach Owens goes up and and it's going to be one of those tough calls. They're going to say on the body. Obviously, he blocked him really high near the head. But nevertheless, Zach Owens going to head to the line for 2. So you talk about we need to get to the free throw line. Here's another opportunity. Knock 2 down here. Cut the lead a little more. Could cut it to 5 here, and then we just really need some defensive stops as we have 12:07 left in the ball game. HU holding the scoring at a moderate level, 59 points so far in the contest. Obviously, we talked about when you're the number 6 team, they've been scoring nearly 80 to 85. HU held them to 75, but then again, it was a blowout. They used a lot of subs early in the second half of that contest. And Zach Owens was able to convert on the first. And he converts the second, cutting the lead down to 5. Isaac White's going to bring it up the court for Mount Vernon. Swings it over to Brett Viperman. Brett Viperman actually doesn't look at the rim on that one. James Gardner playing some on defense. No back pass. Oh, but Austin Jones able to back that one in. The junior forward really just made it easy on that one. James Gardner swings it around to Zach Owens. Hunter Platt could have taken the 3 steps inside the arc. And the long 2 is off the mark.
James Gardner really playing aggressive defense on the other end there.
And Connor Platt out of position, and Jermaine Roberts, wow.
Really takes advantage of it.
Yep. The basket is good, and Jermaine Roberts is going to head to the free throw line for an N1 opportunity. There was a lot of back and forth action here in the first half, but HU really not converting on some opportunities here in the second half. Not able to throw those punches back at Mount Vernon. Jermaine Roberts, soft touch there as he finds it. As the lead is now 10 points. Coach Platt calling out a set, really needs a solid offensive possession here. Really do not want this lead to expand anymore. Zach Owens gets the nice switch that he wants. Larger defender. Caleb Middleworth now on the right block. Up and under he goes, off balance. And it is off. Brett Viperman with the rebound and pushing it up quickly. Jermaine Roberts nearly thought about the 3, throws it off to Brett Viperman. Some good defense there by James Gardner, denying the ball back to Jermaine Roberts. Brett Viperman's 3 is up and off the mark. Hunter Platt with a solid rebound. HU fortunate there, the lead did not get over 10. A good shot attempt there by Brett Viperman. Obviously, we just saw him knock down 2 this half already. Good pass
Foresters
there.
really just need a run right now.
Spencer Ballinger's free throw line jumper is just off the mark. Brett Viperman with another rebound, pushing it up the court. Jermaine Roberts' 3 is up and good. And Coach Platt calling for the timeout. And it's going to be a full timeout, and we're going to take it along with them. Welcome back to Platt Arena as Mount Vernon has really taken over here as they are now up 67 to 54. HU really not having any answers. Obviously, Jermaine Roberts is coming off a hot start. He's now the leading scorer in the ball game with 19, but Hunter Platt trailing him with 15, but man, we're up to 13 points. HU's going to have to find some stops and some buckets. And Drew, how are they going to do this?
I think they really just need to try either get to the line or shoot the 3. The 3's not really working that good tonight, but I think that they can really make it happen.
I feel like if they can just get some more spacing, the open 3s are dropping for the Foresters, but they've taken some contested ones and some early ones. I know obviously they're trying to create more possessions in the game to give themselves a chance to get back in it, and obviously you talked about the 3. Andrew Yoder checks back in, 3-point specialist. Tyler Ants checks back in, another 3-point guy. So clearly we have everyone on the floor can shoot the 3 and shoot it at a high level. Really haven't said Zach Owens' name too often today, as Zach Owens is 4 of 10 for 11 points, but his baskets have been far and in between, but they have come in some good and clutch moments. Tyler Ahrens with a quick, fast pass over to Andrew Yoder in the corner. Andrew looked at the rim for a second, but decided to turn it down. Connor has the ball again. Crossover back and forth in front of number 10, Jacob Paul. Andrew Yoder's shot attempt rejected at the rim. Connor Platt probably fouled and pushed off, but a no call there as number 11, Isaac White's going to push it up the court. Back to Jacob Paul, now thrown down to Knox. Austin Jones with it. Andrew Yoder with a great stop there, as that ball really could have been whipped around there for Isaac White to shoot another three.
That was interesting. I mean, I saw the Cougars in practice before the game just really throwing passes back from each side of the court. It's really interesting to see.
Yeah, they really do try to utilize that from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah.
Really the overhead pass. HU's going to get fortunate there. Tyler Ahrens with some great defense on Austin Jones as he's going to travel. A little too quick for him. HU down 13, 9:33 to go. Really going to have to find some offensive possessions and quality ones at that. James Gardner's going to take over some point guard duties. Zach Owens, Tyler Ahrens come to set a down screen for him. Zach Owens with a crossover. They're going to hit him with a double dribble. Another turnover for the Foresters. HU now at 6 turnovers, but Mount Vernon with 11. Kind of the same story we saw in the girls' game. Mount Vernon turning it over a whole lot more than the Foresters, but the Foresters just unable to connect as their field goal percentage has now dropped to 38%. Really just knocking down the shot. And obviously you talked about it. We talked about how they were shooting 58% against Taylor from 3, and now they're down to 32%, 8 of 25. And Knox gets a wide open look from 3, and he's going to make him pay for it. James Gardner got hit with a nice hard down screen and unable to rally from that. We're now at a 16-point deficit. HU really needs to find some baskets in a hurry. James Gardner with a nice little crossover. He's going to get the foul, and he's going to head to the line. You said to get to the line, and that's what HU's going to do.
I mean, we're 6 of 6 so far, so it's really not a bad strategy to do that.
Certainly it is not. Just really need to drive in and drive in conservatively, because they haven't got a lot of foul calls down low. As Caleb Middleworth is going to check in after this first attempt, as well as number 20, Brett Viperman's going to come back into the ballgame. James Gardner's first attempt is off the mark. Caleb Middleworth is actually going to stay out of the ballgame. He's going to check in for James Gardner at the next dead ball. Andrew Yoder's going to stay in the ballgame. Really want to see him start shooting some threes, as he really is a high-quality three-point shooter, as well as he sets he wears 31 for a reason. He really sets his feet well, as James Gardner's second attempt is off the mark. So HU now 6 of 8 from the line. And another empty possession for the Foresters.
Yeah, and going back to Andrew Yoder there, he's only shot 1 from 3 tonight. I would really like for him to see
James Gardner with a great steal. He's just unable to convert on that and one opportunity. As Knox and the official are going to have a talk there. Got pretty close to the head, and they're making that a point of emphasis this season, is really watching those fouls near the head and neck area. James Gardner's going to get a chance to redeem himself from the line, missing the last 2, but will have an opportunity for 2 more shot attempts here. Really thought he had a great chance for the and one. His first attempt is up, and it is good as he shakes that one off. Plenty of time for the Foresters to cut back into this lead. Just need to play some solid defense and force some more turnovers, as Mount Vernon is prone to those. And the second attempt for James Gardner drums out. As Jacob Paul now comes back over to take over the point guard duties. Pulls it away from Brett Viperman, who has dribbled up the court a lot tonight and got some open threes as a result.
Yeah, he's the size of a forward, but he plays as a guard as well. It's really, really incredible to see.
He's got some great handles, and he loves to use some moves. He throws it under as Brett Viperman's going to get it again. That switch to Zach Owens, an undersized player. He's going to have to go up hard, and he makes contact. We're going to have an and one opportunity here. As Peyton West is also going to come back into the ball game for the Foresters. Caleb and him head out there. James Gardner is going to head to the bench, as well as Zach Owens, as Zach Owens just picked up his first foul of the ball game. The lead continues to grow here, as in the first half we had a 41-37 scoring margin, and right now, pending this free throw, it's 29-18. So clearly, a big discrepancy there as we now are at 30 to 18. So a 12-point differential in this half and a 4 in the first. And that's how you get a 16-point spread right here.
It's really looking like the last game.
HU really going to have to find some open shots and move the ball quickly. Connor Platt with it up top, swings it over to Caleb Middlesworth. Back to Andrew Yoder. Andrew Yoder with a great entry pass to Caleb. Shot is up and off the mark, but Peyton West is there for the putback, unable to connect. As the bodies fall on the floor there, but Knox is going to press the ball up the court. Brett Viperman with the ball, looking for somebody to pass to. Finds Jermaine Roberts, swings it over to Jacob Paul. Jacob Paul down to Austin Jones. Austin Jones with a nice little workaround move there as he's able to connect, and the lead is now 20. HU just unable to continue with their offensive firepower like they were in the first.
And that could be the number 31, Andrew Yoder. Only one attempt from the three tonight, and you count on him as a three-point threat.
A pure lid on the basket there as Tyler Aarons looked like he had a great attempt from inside and just unable to connect, but he will head to the line again. Yeah, truly just a total lid on the basket right now as the Foresters had to have some great opportunities, and it seems like the ball is just drumming in and out. HU still leading the turnover battle 12 to 7, but they're just not making quality shots as they're dripping down to 37% from the field. As Tyler Aarons is able to connect on that first.
I think another thing that could contribute to this deficit for the Foresters is the 12 fouls they have. I mean, the Cougars only have 8, but I mean, 12 fouls, that's a lot.
And Coach Platt's going to talk it over after 2 made free throws there by Tyler Aarons. And we're going to take this full timeout along with you.
This is how we like to do it.
And welcome back to FDN Sports. I'm Andrew Weissite, joined with
Andrew Bowles.
And really, the Foresters came out throwing punches at the number 16 in the nation, but clearly, I think they punched themselves out in the first half.
Yeah.
It's not what I want to say, it's not what I want to see, but now at this point, it's 18 points. I know there's 7 minutes left, but HU's going to have to find the defensive stops. I'm not so worried about the offense. I know we only have 57 points right now, but we can make baskets in a hurry. Seen them do it all 25 games so far. I got to see some defense. And I have not seen some defense in the second half. Obviously, they gave up 41 points in the first half in 20 minutes of action, and we're just 13 minutes through the action, and they got 34. So they're going to surpass that 41-point mark, probably by a lot, unless we're going to see some defensive stands. It'll be interesting to see if we change defense. Obviously, foul troubles hurt us. Peyton West has been out of the ballgame, in and out of the ballgame, as well as Tyler Aarons, who are 2 good on-ball defenders for the Foresters, but they're going to come back into the ballgame. Andrew Yoder's going to stay in. You've been talking about, we need Andrew Yoder to shoot the ball. We need to get him open. We've got to have some double down screens. We've got to do something.
He's a real three-point threat.
Most certainly, as he's able to make them a lot of the time, especially from the corners.
Yeah.
And that really can spread the floor and then help Zach Owens as well as Connor Platt dribble and drive with the right-hand finishes that we've seen them do time and time again. Jermaine Roberts with it in the corner as we're going to have another, turnover back and forth there, and Brent Viperman's going to get another three-point attempt, and it's off the mark.
Well, speaking of Brent Viperman, 17 points on the night. That's a really big effort for the Cougars there.
Oh yeah, and Jermaine Roberts with 19. So it's clearly 19 and 17. These guys are really holding the offense. And we said we want to see some Andrew Yoder threes, and we're not going to get that opportunity as Andrew Yoder is checked out of the game, and Zach Owens has now entered the ballgame for the Foresters. Peyton West is going to head up the offensive duties at point guard. Swings it over to Connor Platt. Tyler Aarons exchange down low. Tyler backing him down. Some great footwork there as he's able to throw the nice right-hand finish over to Austin Jones.
And go back to number 10, Jacob Paul. He's really playing aggressive defense right now.
Oh, most certainly. He's really caused a lot of havoc for Zach Owens. Obviously, we talked about some 30-point and 25-point ball games that he's been able to explode the offense for the Foresters, but really been, Caleb Middlesworth, verticality rule, uses it to his advantage there, gets a clean block and a rebound. And Zach Owens, left, right, Euro step, and down it goes. Cutting it down, leading now down to 14. Peyton West, man, I would not want to be guarding him in the front court. I'm telling you, I was a point guard in high school, and Peyton West, He's large, and he moves quickly.
Yeah, he does.
Zach Owens nearly with a steal attempt there, trying to dive in the passing lane. Caleb Millsworth guarding Brett Viperman up top. Javion Knox now swinging it around the horn, back to Brett Viperman. Double screen there for him, trying to get him open. Caleb with some great defense. Could have been a 5-second call, and it's not. And wow, Jermaine Roberts is going to make him pay for it as he has an off-balance right-hand throw up, and it goes down. All things going right if you're a Cougar.
Yeah, he has 19 points on the night. It's really, that's the top score for the Cougars right there.
Little late call, but I think the Forester faithful are going to be happy about that one as Connor Platt hit the floor extremely hard on that one. Brett Viperman's going to pick up the foul, and that is going to be the first of the ball game. So Connor Platt's going to have 2 attempts here at the line. Drew, we're really going to have to see some defense.
Yeah.
I know they've made a couple, I shouldn't say lucky, but they're making some quality shots at the other end. But man, we're going to have to find some stops if we're going to fight back into this ball game.
I think that's what we just saw a few minutes ago. I mean, we got the defensive stop down there, and then we came back down with the quick layup.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to see if maybe obviously we've seen some defensive players, Spencer Ballinger with some steals and blocks. We're able to connect on both those there. His field goal or free throw percentage is now 11 of 14, which is very good. As obviously the Mount Vernon coach is not liking what he's seeing. As a timeout is going to be called by Mount Vernon, and it's going to be a full timeout, and we're going to take it along with you so you can hear a few words from our sponsors. Welcome back to Platt Arena. Mount Vernon calling a full timeout here. Really wanted to discuss things. Obviously, they exploded out to a 20-point lead at one point. Now cut it down to 14. And there's 2 free throw attempts there by Connor Platt, able to knock those down and cut it down a little more. You talked about getting to the line. You talked about getting it down deep. Now tell me what we need to do on the defensive end, especially on switching. We're finding ourselves in some mismatches.
Yeah, I think we really just need to pull some guys down the court, not worried about what's going down on the what just happened, and really just get back on defense.
Yeah, most certainly. Really, obviously, there's been a lot of energy, and the hustle is clearly there, but just not hustling in the right ways, not getting to find the passing lanes. Obviously, James Gardner truly is a great way to find the passing lane, as well as Peyton West. Peyton West is the spark. I talked about how tough he is guarding, especially on the ball defender. Maybe one of the best in the Crossroads League. As Peyton West, Connor Platt, Zach Owens, Caleb Middlesworth, and Tyler Aarons will come out of the timeout for your Foresters. And for the Cougars, Brett Viperman, Isaac White, Jacob Paul, and Austin Jones and Kevin Knox. Yeah, they went guard heavy there. I was looking for the forwards, and I wasn't finding them on my cue sheet there. Pardon me. As White's going to sling it over. Back to Paul. Now at top to Austin Jones, using the dribble. Javion Knox now with the ball. Swinging it around the horn, using some shot clock. Down to 7. Viperman nearly with the travel, and they're going to give him the travel. Yeah, he drugged that foot. Wow, he really was ready to take off and try to throw down a one-handed slam there, as there was nobody. We talked about how they were trying to shell that offense there, really trying to use the motion on the outside of three-point lane, opens up the middle, really good, but Brent Viperman a little too quick there. So we're going to have a sub. Jermaine Roberts is going to enter the ball game for Isaac White. As I talked about where were my forwards at. They went guard heavy on the offensive possession, but here comes a forward.
Yeah, and just like you said, we got the defensive call down there, and look what had happened to you.
Oh yeah, most certainly. As Caleb Middlesworth down deep to Connor Platt, Connor really going to have to have just a pure, shooting stroke. There it is. Bang, bang, bang. You said it, and another timeout by Coach Platt. I told you he needed a shooting stroke, and what did he do? Mid-sentence, throws it up, knocks it down. We're down to 11 points, and we're going to stay here actually for this timeout. It's just going to be a 30-second, cutting it down to 11. A minute ago, it was 20.
Yeah.
Literally, nearly just under 2 minutes, to be honest. But it was 20 points, and now we're down to 11. This team is fighting hard. You said the defense is, to be honest, we talked about defensive stops, but I think if we just lower the quality of shot that Mount Vernon has had, I feel like we can fight back in this ballgame. Obviously, Mount Vernon shooting a terrific 55% from downtown and 54% from inside the paint. They're shooting it well, but they've got a lot of quality looks. If you turn those into poor quality or late rushed last-second shots, beating the shot clock, teams that kind of slow themselves down when they get a big lead, I feel like they kind of lose their offensive identity, and then they find out they're rushed, and obviously HU trying to find a little identity here is Connor Platt able to hit that deep three right in the face of Austin Jones. As they didn't come around the screen, you went, whenever you have a shooter, you always want to go over the screen, and Austin Jones slipped under, and Connor Platt made him pay the price.
And Connor Platt with 20 points there, 2 assists and 3 rebounds, really being a good offensive contributor to this team.
Jevin Knox to the corner for Austin Jones, and his bucket is off, and no one else, obviously. Peyton West going to collect the board there. He's always around the rim, able to collect the offensive board. Zach Owens to Tyler Ahrens. Tyler Ahrens back to Zach Owens. Connor Platt again with the ball, has the hot hand, throws it to Tyler Ahrens. Tyler Ahrens looked at the rim, passed it off for a second. And Zach Owens with a great left-handed finish. Oh, and a swipe on the head there by Jermaine Robinson. He's going to get away with it. Oh, really could have cut that down to under 11 points and back to single digits if he was able to connect there. Zach Owens a little rushed on that. Zach Owens really clenching his fist there as he really wanted that last bucket. Gonna have to play some tough defense now for the Foresters. Moving screen there by Brett Biberman, and he's gonna collect it. Jermaine Roberts really didn't let him set up, and that whenever you don't let your fellow offensive member set up on a hard screen, and it's gonna be a hard screen, they're gonna call that an offensive foul more often than not. Just couldn't get his feet set. Tyler Ahrens is gonna inbound it to Peyton West. Coach Platt screaming out of set. He wants this lead to be cut under double digits heading into the 3-minute mark.
I don't blame him for that either.
HU down to 2 timeouts, so it'll be interesting to see how they manage those down the stretch. Tyler Ahrens backing in, Austin Jones to the right-hand finish. Oh, the left shot is up and no good. Just down and out it goes. Peyton West nearly with a steal there on Brett Viperman as Javon Knox is going to take it up the front court. And we're going to have another timeout by Mount Vernon. They're going to talk it over as obviously nearly could have had 4 points and knocked that lead down to 7 if HU could have just found the bottom of the nylon. And we are going to have a full timeout, so we're going to take it along with you so you can hear a few words from our sponsors here at FDN Sports. And welcome back to Platt Arena. We got a 77-66 ball game. Cougars on top here. Man, HU has had 2 quality opportunities. A left-hand jumper by Tyler Ahrens, drumming in and out. And then Zach Owens, nice lefty finish. He's finished it multiple times already today, and that one just went off the front of the rim. Looked like it could have gone down. Could have been a foul as well. Yeah. Maybe a 3-point play, but the Foresters unable to connect on both of them, and the lead still stands at 11. Could have cut it down to 7 and been tight back in this ballgame. We have 3:02 left, down 11. Don't know what happened. Obviously, we talked about it. Maddie Reeker knocked down a great shot to end the girls' game to win by 1. And obviously, the Foresters up early, down late, came back. Could the men do the same thing? We're going to have to see. 3 minutes and 2 seconds will tell the tale here. As Jermaine Roberts is going to inbound the ball. Jermaine Roberts, Isaac White, Javon Knox, Brett Viperman, and number 15, Austin Jones are going to stay in the ballgame. Traditional starters in for both teams. Jermaine Roberts throws it over to Brett Viperman, swings it back to Isaac. Javon Knox, the leading scorer on the team, taking the ball, swings it over to Austin Jones. Caleb Millsworth, great defense down low, try to throw it in. 5 seconds on the shot clock counting. Tyler Ahrens with the block. And Austin Jones in the right place at the right time, found the loose ball in this basket, and another 2 points for Mount Vernon.
And regarding Tyler Ahrens, I mean, he's been in for most of the second half and really hasn't had a lot of fouls.
Tyler Ahrens had a guard down low. Isaac White was really trying to. Isaac White made a poor switch down low, and Tyler Ahrens unable to find the nylon on that one. Had that nice soft right-hand jump hook and just has not gone down for him today.
Nothing's really falling for him today, and yeah.
Knox using a lot of body. Knox slinging it over in the corner. The shot is up for Brett Viperman, and Brett Viperman knocks down the 3. That's why the number 6 in the nation. They're going to make shots like that. Yeah. An open 5-6 feet around him. He's got a cushion. He feels confident. He's going to make you pay, and he's made us pay almost nearly all day. Zach Owens nearly loses the dribble, drives it down low, now off his foot. Lots of hand battling. And we're going to get an over-the-back violation there on Peyton West. Zach Owens kind of threw him in a tough position there. I don't think Zach Owens thought it was tipped, never to say. I think he had his own personal backcourt violation, but it was tipped. Tough play there for the Foresters. Spencer Ballinger is going to check in now, heading to the scorer's table. As Tyler Aarons is going to lead the ball game. Great effort by Tyler Aarons today. Javon Knox is going to inbound it. Brett Biferman's there for it. Off to Isaac White, who's going to dribble it up, guarded by Zach Owens. Down to the corner, back to the top, slinging it around the horn. Javon Knox with it, throws it to Dawson Jones. Double screen down low. Peyton West with a tip ball, nearly a turnover for Mount Vernon.
He's playing really stout defense right now.
Javon Knox had nowhere to go, finds a three-point corner, unable to hit it. Peyton West with another rebound. Peyton West now with 4 rebounds on the night. Zach Owens shot off the mark, offensive rebound, Spencer Ballinger, and I told you that lid is clearly on the basket for the Foresters. He had a point-blank look and unable to connect. Peyton West with some hard on-the-ball defense right there. 82-66, your score right now. Brett Biberman's going to dribble it up top. Isaac White's going to run up to take it. Interesting to see if they'll take a shot attempt or just call it a game here. Brett Biberman drives in hard and tight, unable to connect. Spencer Ballinger with some great defense there. Rebound Caleb. Connor Platt's going to bring it up. Spencer Ballinger sets the screen. Gives Connor Platt a little space, and Connor Platt knocks it down. Long three. 82-72 now. Pardon me, 69. As the shot clock has turned out, and Javon Knox is going to dribble out the time. Hard, tough contest spot here today between the Cougars and the Foresters. The Cougars just too tough from downtown, too tough inside, and the block really hurt them today, as that's going to be your final, 82-69. We're going to take a short break and then come back with a small post-game interview between the Andrews here. We're going to have a few stats back and forth. So we're going to be back after a minute break here. Thanks for joining us here on FDN Sports.
Go Foresters.
This is how we like to do it.
Hard not to have faith and be close to God when you're out there hours on end pushing your body to its limits. We try to provide a lot of opportunities for you guys to spend time together.
And welcome back to Platt Arena as Mount Vernon Nazarene University wins 82-69 over the HU Foresters. We talked about three-point trends. We talked about getting the ball in deep, and clearly HU's got a tough road ahead. We're going to talk a few stats here. Mount Vernon, on the Mount Vernon side, I should say, 53% from the field, 52% from three-point land, 92% from the free throw line. Proficient in that aspect. 39 rebounds, 6 offensive, 33 defensive, 20 assists. We talked about how they're the #2 team in NAI Division II in assists. They proved that tonight with 20. They had 5 steals. Questionable number for them. They're the number 16 in the nation, but 14 turnovers against a team. Obviously, HU, we talked about their fire and the energy, but they were able to force 14 turnovers, and they probably only forced about 5 or 6 of those. Those other are just sloppy play by the Cougars.
For sure.
Tell me a few of those stats by our Foresters.
Oh, yeah, our leading scorer was Connor Platt with 23 points. He had 2 assists and 3 rebounds. Big effort for him on the offensive and the defensive. And the three was not really working for the Foresters tonight. We only shot 35% from the three-point. And even our free throw percentage was 78%. Really like that to be up higher from the #2 team in the nation.
Yeah, most certainly. And Jermaine Roberts truly was the catalyst on the offensive end for the Cougars as he had 21 points. Brett Viperman was the leading rebounder. Obviously, he's kind of a guard, kind of slash forward. You saw him bring the ball up a few times, play some point guard nearly. But it's interesting. You got 2 near 7-footers, and they're not leading the rebounds. You got Brett Viperman. We talked about passion and energy, and that is the true, core center of Brett Viperman. We saw him knocking down the 3, rebounding, doing the nitty-gritty plays, and sometimes when the star players, you don't always see the nitty-gritty from him, and this guy is truly playing within himself and is truly, man, I mean,
that's probably the senior mentality.
I want 5 Brett Vipermans, to be honest. I mean, I'll start a team with 5 of them. My gosh, he's shooting the ball from down deep, great. I mean, he's able to get in on the block, show a few moves. He made free throws. I mean, player of the game goes to Brett Viperman. I know he might. I mean, Jermaine Roberts, I know he had 21 points, but Brett Viperman, my goodness, he was everywhere. I mean, it's a 2 into the ballgame, and obviously Jermaine Roberts was on the boards as well, but Brett Viperman, wow. I mean, he made the shot. Every time HU got close, Brett Viperman, steal, bucket, steal, bucket,
it was
rebound.
really the thorn in the Forester side tonight.
Oh, it truly was, as you said, perfectly put, the thorn that truly led to maybe the loss, obviously. 13 points, and Brett Viperman, man, I'm saying his name in a lot, but man, he's truly a great basketball player, and he's the reason they're one of the top 10 teams in the nation. And we're going to talk about HU's upcoming schedule. They got 4 games remaining. They play IWU on the road, #1 team in the nation. They've proven it night again. You got some older Division I players that have now came down to NAI basketball. IWU's doing a lot of great things. And Lukey Arena, oh my gosh, that place can get rocking. It's going to be a Saturday afternoon, a sea of red and white there of IWU faithful. That's going to be a true and tough contest. And if the Huntington doesn't show up on the offensive end, 69 points, and we have some pure shooters. I mean, Connor Platt, you talked about that deep 3, and I know it was maybe some garbage time at the end, but my goodness, that was a 24-foot NBA shoot, and he's just able to stroke it over with unconscious level shooting. I mean, he truly is a great player. But, man, I mean, we're talking about we got Bethel for senior day as well. HU really going to have to find some quality time in practice as well as some quality game time. So that's going to do it for us here at Platt Arena. I'm Andrew Weissite.
I'm Drew Bowles.
And thank you for joining us tonight on FDN Sports.
Go Foresters.